Oh my goodness. Good morning, Becky. I can get distracted in a minute. I set this up at 6 o'clock and then I started looking at things. Not a good deal. Um, anyway, I was going to get ready to do some projects and got distracted. I should never look at the news first thing in the morning, right? So, warning, warning to me to not do that. Let's see, I need to turn the volume down so that I'm not echoing. Oh man. Okay. So let me bring you down to my desktop and I'll show you what I got in mind anyway. Let's see, change camera to that one. And there we are. Okay. So I was trying to get ready to do some gel printing. And, for me, I'm in a new space. It's a process. And it's going to take me a while to, kind of get things organized. So put my glasses away. I have multiple pairs of glasses out. I only need one pair on my face at a time. And I'll stick this one in the drawer. So what I did was I pulled out some wet strength tissue paper. I had ordered this a long time ago. And luckily I found it in one of my drawers. So I have wet strength tissue. I have some, in addition to that, I pulled out just some folders, and that's for my clean off. And then I have this sketch pad, which is a lightweight paper too. I'm going to find some of my other papers that I want to use because I want to do a collage project, and I'm still in search of my what is that other one? Rice paper. I'm still in search of my rice paper, but I have a couple of these boards ready. These are just acrylic that I put my this is a 9x11 gel printing plate, which is nice because it fills up the whole page. So if you don't have that, you can use whatever you have. I have a crochet hook. Can you believe it? I pulled this out because I started doing some crochet. Don't ask me why. I haven't crocheted in years. But I printed this off because I have a palette I want to use. So I'm going to fill this up with the paint colors that I pulled out. You can see I have some greens and turquoise blue. Of course, I have my Payne's Gray black, white. And then I also have these, which are buttermilk, Naples yellow, and what is this? Rouge iridescent. I'm not sure about this one. I need to find a different orange. Anyway, I'm starting to pull my colors, and there's a unbleached titanium I need to use up. There's not much left in that, and I need to use that. So that's where I'm starting from. So I'll make my palette so that I know what colors I'm using, because when I get to my bigger project, I want to know what colors I used for the gel papers, because I will be incorporating them onto my big canvas. Okay, so what I did pull out is I wanted to make some tools. So I have a cardboard box, And I have a knife. So I'm going to cut some pieces of cardboard off of this box. Sorry if I'm making too much racket. Trying to do this without slicing my hand. That's the task for today, right? Don't slice yourself up, pig. Not sure how many of these I'll make. I also need to find where I've placed all of my glue sticks, because I have projects and I'm not sure exactly where all that is. Okay. That one has a lot of tape on it. Sticky situation. There we go. So this one, since I've already started, I will peel if I can, so I can get some texture. And I'll just have that corrugated piece to use on my plate. Easy peasy tools, right? Cardboard box from Amazon. Don't even know what I ordered. I was looking. Okay, one of the things that distracted me this morning was I was watching this video from a doctor who was saying, you know, what I needed to take for my legs after 60 years of age. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'm taking some of that, but yeah, I can add some more supplements, right? Just keep adding more supplements. Maybe my legs will function, or not. So, yeah, I called my ortho guy yesterday because I'd gotten injections and thought, surely after like 3 weeks after injections, my legs would be working. I don't do the steroid stuff. I get the, what's it called? Hyaluronic acid injections, because I'm bone on bone and I do not want to go get my joints replaced because I have stuff to do. I don't want to spend my life doing physical therapy. Anyway, I may end up having to do that anyway, but you know, such is life, and I will do what it takes to get by. But you know, I enjoy travel and all of that, and I'm thinking, if I do that, would I be able to go anywhere this summer? Would I be able to have a vacation? Don't know. So, and I don't know how soon they would want to do it or when I could get in. He just, you know, when I called him and said, what else can you give me? I was like, well, I can give you some cortisone shots, which I don't react real well to, or we can talk about surgery. It's like, oh, crap. I don't want to talk about surgery. I don't want to talk about it. If I just, you know, look the other way and don't talk about it, will it go away? Can I hope for that? Anyway, so this doctor distracted me, and he's talking about the vitamins I should be taking. And I'm thinking, okay, I know I've done this. I know I've taken these, but I haven't been really consistent. So I need to go in my cupboard, find these vitamins, bump it up, you know, make sure that I'm getting plenty of hydration, plenty of all the stuff, right? Everybody needs all the stuff. So, all right, so that's fairly clean. That should make a pretty good printing tool, right? Okay, then I can throw all of this trash away. then I wanted to make some tools for the gel plate. So I'm just going to slice that extra junk off the edge because that's just going to make kind of a messy edge. And I have my, remember I was talking about glue. So I have my glue gun here. This is my favorite glue gun. I have other glue guns, but this one's my favorite. It's got a stand on it, but it's also cordless. Now, how do I turn on the cordless? Here? Oh my goodness, guys. I had it in the charger. Let's see if I can get anything out of here. It was green. All right. Maybe it wasn't charged enough because I just plugged it in before we started. I might have to go plug it in here. See, it's back to red again. Maybe this isn't enough. So I'm going to have to let this heat up. But my thing is I'm going to make a pattern on here, and then this is going to become my tool. Yeah. Definitely not ready. See it blinking at me? I'm so well prepared for this, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's got to charge. So I'm going to put it back in the holster. See, it comes, this is a Westcott. I like it because it's got the grip and it can be charged. So I'm going to plug it back in and hopefully it'll charge up. And we'll get something going with that. Okay, so the other thing that I could do is just use some something dimensional here. Yeah. Let me grab some mediums and a stencil. Okay, so I've got, pardon me guys, I just walked away from you, didn't I? Got some stencils. And I've got some heavy gel medium and I've got some modeling paste. These have been around for a while, so let's see if it's even any good. Ooh, that's pretty thick. I might be able to, squeeze it through a stencil and use up some of this stuff that's sitting here drying out, doing nothing for me, right? So what do I want? I like letters. Letters are always good, right? They don't even always have to go forward. Sometimes they can go backwards. So I like that. I don't know, what else do I want to use? Oh, here. I could get 2 different designs off of that one. And yeah, I've got a lot of what do I want? Let's try this stuff and see if I can even get it through the stencil. It's pretty thick, but that means it needs to be used. So here we go. I've got a piece of cardboard. I've got a stencil. And you can do this on both sides. You know, once the side dries, you can put something on the other side, and then you've got a multi-purpose tool, right? Let me put this away and get a palette knife. Let's see if I can even spread this. It's pretty thick. See if I can get it out of there. I don't know. Okay, the rest of this is definitely going in garbage. So I will use up what I can today. And then toss the container, dry it out, toss the container. It seems to be going on, so.
Good morning, Peg.
Good morning, dear. My husband just got back from his walk, so time to go tend to things here at home while this dries, right? I'll get a couple of these done. And then we can dry. Well, I'm tending to business here. Okay, that's one. Just like that. And then when that dries, I can put something on the other side. Now I'm going to do this one. And this has pretty big openings, so I'm thinking this thick stuff might be pretty good for this. Anyway, use up what you have before it gets like this. Make some tools. Get out your plate and use up some paint. That's my plan. Use up some paint, use up some supplies. Make some art. Or, you know, make a mess, whatever. I do that too. So found, like that word. Found it. I'd like to found some of my supplies that I'm looking for. Just evening this up. Makes a better impression. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'll pull that off. Just like that. And call that a wrap for now, and I'll see you guys later on. Maybe we can play together. All right. Love ya. Have a great day. Bye.